All right, welcome back. So there's a video here. There are two videos I want to play from Auntie Funke Dollar. We call her Auntie Funke, the Pastor Funke Dollars. Sorry, I think it was that that named her Auntie Funke Dollars. But I'm talking about Pastor Mrs. Reverend Mrs. Funke Felix-Adejumo and Solomon Buchi. And we're gonna watch two videos and we're gonna take it from there. Let me see if I can find that video. Where's that video? Aha, there we go. Let's see what Auntie Funke has to say. Auntie Funke, she's all of our aunties, right? Let's go for it.
As a woman, when you are going, advise that first trip, you don't go with a gift or something too big, maybe just a basket of fruit or something, or wrapper for mama. When you get there, depending on your culture, in my culture, we kneel to greet elders. As a Yoruba girl, you will kneel down and remain on your knees. And you will let your eyes look down. It's not that you'll be staring at the mama and the baba and everybody there, you know. Let them tell you to stand up before you stand up. Even if you're an extrovert, please pretend that day. Yes, ma'am. Stand up. Ah, my daughter, stand up. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Okay, so you stand up. When you get inside, sit on the very first seat. Don't walk around, the length of the house. Just enter and sit down. When you sit down, you may not realize they may be watching you through the keyhole. Because you've gone there for your entrance exam. Your own is more than the man. So you calmly remember what you wear. Will not be something you'll be looking for scarf and be pushing like this. And then one high heel shoe that you are shaking. No. Be as comfortable as possible. Not that your cleavage, everything is opening. If you must look around, turn your eyes, not your head. Just turn. Be calm, and all that. If they ask you any question, answer briefly. Where are you from? Oh, you're in another state of Nigeria. Just, as calmly as possible. If they are discussing or the TV is on, don't open your mouth and say, you see Obasanjo? Oh my God, Shh. Now. I voted. Did you vote that day, Mama? I know you will not finish food if they serve you, but please, if the meat is tough, don't pull it. Just leave it like that. And make sure that no oil spills on your dress. As soon as you finish eating, I know you won't finish everything, just a little. Even if you are hungry, go and drink garri when you get home. But, just carry your plate. Make attempt to pack. My dear, leave it. Housekeepers, no, ma. Thank you, ma. Thank you, ma. Just be looking down. Just be. See, am I pretending? No, I'm being diplomatic. You carry the plate, you go to the kitchen, you wash. Yes. You wash the plate. Some of you go to your boyfriend's houses and you wash plates there. So we're talking about your in-laws now. Wash. As a woman, when you are going, advise that first trip, you don't go with a gift or something too big, maybe just a basket of fruit or something, or wrapper for mama. When you get there, depending on your culture, in my culture, we kneel to greet elders. As a Yoruba girl, you will kneel down and remain on your knees.
Let me see. So she made that point, okay. All right, and somebody said, at what point are we allowed to breathe, ma? It's a question. Another person says, she will pretend and after wedding, she will start giving the man wahala. Ready. All right, so this is what people are getting out of this, okay. Somebody says, shout out to those parents in love who didn't stress us, who isn't stressing us, and who won't stress us. Those ones who sometimes you forget they are your in-laws because of the bond. Okay, all right. This is what happens. You can see, this is the kind of ideologies out there. All right, and you'll probably be like, where am I going with this? We'll see. I'll tell you. I actually want to know what you think about this. Make I no finish food care. Whoa. Make una carry una son. Give me food. Okay, so this is the people's responses to it. Now let's go to Solomon Buchi. He had something to say about this. Solomon Buchi is online commentator, Twitter personality, influencer, something like that. I don't know. But let's see.
Shut up. I'm absolutely tired of how women plaster misogyny on everything.
But wait, what is he saying shut up to? Let me see. All right, so before he says shut up, this is what happened.
As a woman,
this is the original post I just played, but a lady here says, if I'm going to visit your parents and they test me with these weird rules, just know I'm going to deliberately fail. I'm not willing to go through lengths to prove that I'm prime and proper. I'm not willing to be held on misogynistic standards. If the fact that their son loves me is not enough, I'm not interested. This is another example where we pick apart what somebody said without paying attention to the context. I think she mentioned culture. She also mentioned our own Yoruba culture. I also think she mentioned this is the first time you're meeting them. As the first time you're meeting them, kind of like something you would do if you go on an interview for a job. Something that men, if you flip it, men have to do the same thing. Very similar in different forms, of course, right? But what is it now? Misogynistic standards. Let's see. Someone said these are just examples. You might not exactly need to do all this, but the underlying message is simply no. They're not going to get the underlying message. They will hear the part. We all do it. We're all guilty of this. The point of me pointing this out is self-awareness. We hear the part that resonates more so with the side of our brain that works, with something, with the triggers. What triggers us is what we hear, and we basically leave everything else out. Something that if you're part of the Prestige family, you need to be aware of so that you can push against yourself, because sometimes your worst enemy is you. Let's keep going. So that's what the lady, so this is what Solomon Buchi is responding to. So this is what he said.
Shut up. I'm absolutely tired of how women plaster misogyny on everything. That video is basically talking about social decorum, comportment, and etiquette. Basically, but obviously in the culture of the Nigerian, society, be it Igbo, Yoruba, or Hausa, you need to be accepted by the family that you're getting married into. If take it from me or not, obviously, it's not something that will happen every time, but it is better that you are. If you are going to meet your in-laws the first time, you need to comport yourself. What is misogyny? What is, I if they're gonna test me with all these weird rules, what is that? Sorry, I had to do a video because sometimes I feel like when you keep on writing, people don't understand the depth of how stupid certain things they say is. Right? So what is misogynistic about you having to not drag meat, spill oil everywhere, you having to, be comported? What really is misogynistic about that? I think that some women just wake up, plaster and then I saw someone in the comments saying that it's oppressive. What is oppressive? Even as a man, when you go to marry a woman, right?
As a man,
there are things that I'm an Igbo guy. When I went to marry my wife, in fact, not even married, the first day I met her mom, I had to dobale. It was so weird to me. I had to dobale. It was so weird. I was just like, bro, because obviously as an Igbo guy, the Yoruba culture can be very outrageous to me. In fact, that's just how every culture will be to you.
Every culture is going to be outrageous for you.
Yours will be outrageous to you, but you need to do certain things. Be it performance, be it that you're pretending.
Call it whatever you want to call it.
You just want to marry. When you marry, you go and focus on your family. Your in-laws are not going to always be with you 247. Twitter is such a place that reduces every conversation to misogyny, patriarchy, gender wars, oppression. God, my days. Sorry. Sorry to the men that will
You're
marry some of you
tired.
women, honestly.
Anyway, let me see. Shout out to Ice Ice. Ice Ice says, I don't like it when some of these kids are right. Anyway, mommy, Biz 100% correct. If you don't like, don't take. Bukumi preacher said the challenge is people will need a working brain to understand the message. Jesus, Bukumi is the guy that went viral a few days ago for checking men who are dragging japa marriages and dragging their women in the mud for that. He's correcting that side. They're not gonna like Bumi now anymore. Ladies, we gotta get it together. We are having a higher level conversation now. We gotta keep advancing. We can't stop. We can't stop. All right, I need you all to check these things because it sounds sweeter when it comes to you. Check them. Okay, the terminologies are killing your relationships. Misogynistic. The challenge is people will need a working brain to understand the message. Trust I want more to attack without even thinking about the message. Yeah, that's what they did. Forget the messenger, grab the message and move. Everyone forming woke on social media. There's absolutely nothing wrong with what the preacher and Solomon said. Take it or leave it. If he's saying the truth. Anyone that is not okay with what Pastor Adejumo said should just remain single. Because when you marry your in-laws too. Those that matter to your husband, you are marrying them too. That's a fact. And vice versa, if it makes you feel any better. Gentlemen, when you're marrying your girl, you're marrying all our best friends, our lifestyle, our parents. Like this is not a child's play. You're no longer a child. Jesus Christ. You can't come up with excuses to run away from a small, difficult scenario. Okay? Jesus Christ. This is social intelligence. Social intelligence. They're talking about culture. Culture is obviously what you make out of it in your household on a daily basis. But there's also some ceremonial things that you encounter in life that you should just embrace. It's an experience. You make a big deal out of it. Indomie generation. When I say Indomie generation, I mean all of us in this generation. Okay? Just so you know. Because some of us are getting woke because we discover something new and then we want to tag onto it. You can slow down or make you slow down. In marriage, as a lady, you marry your man and his family. Okay, so everybody's agreeing after they seen the context. Okay, I guess they needed 7 minutes, 10 minutes to paint the picture to see how it plays out, right? Yeah. Someone said the peace in marriage when you're accepted and liked by your in-laws is on another level. Yes. There's absolutely nothing wrong with what she said. LOL, all these formalities no supposed matter if the family likes you. Formalities are part of life. That's why ladies should never let anybody come and take your hand in marriage and then shop with you for 3 months because you have a new work idea. You should get to know each other. You should cohabitate first. You will not figure anything out in that cohabitation. You will figure out everything you need to figure out over a lifetime if you're committed. I know you want to avoid the work, but I'm sorry, there's no such thing in life. We all have to do the work. Okay? If you got to a place where you ain't accepted, even if you sit on the floor, they will still not approve of you. These are not the reasons not to do your own part. Terrible excuse. Pretending is what I won't do, but politeness and normal calm attitude. Pretending is when they were trying to force it down your throat because they know you will just argue, Sha. It's not pretending that they're talking about. She tried to use that word, pretend or whatever you want to call it, because she know you argue with that. It's not pretend. It's called social awareness. It's called social intelligence. All right? Culture is a part of who we are. The only time I disagree is culture is not stagnant. It's also evolving. But if you find yourself in a situation you're marrying a person and they're introducing you to their family, first of all, you should have done your own research on what they like. Do they like to kneel down? What is it, the peculiar things that you can use, not impress, to impress upon that you're socially aware and you're somebody who can actually be of value to other people outside of yourself. That's what we're talking about. That's one of the major things that we talk about here. Social awareness. All right? Social awareness. Don't be that's a word. It's not nice. I'm not going to use it. Don't all this right here, the poisons, the anti-seducers, overthinking everything. Want to be woke, right, wrong, when you could just relax and enjoy soft life for a small moment. Kneel down, just show some decorum, right? Why should we have to teach this? We have to be patient. I'm even practicing the patience myself anyway. But again, we attack these issues not just from woke standpoint, social, okay? Social intelligence, social awareness is key in all of this. Let me know what your thoughts are. I'm curious. I want to know what your thoughts are. What do you think about the whole thing? Is there a change of perspective for you? I would really like to hear that, or you've always felt this way, or you're just on like, no, I'm not doing nothing I'm not comfortable doing because I'm not walking on eggshells. If that's how you interpret everything we said today, I rest my case. I'll see you on the next one. Hit the like button, share.
It's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Make love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.